class. Let us start our day with a prayer. So please stand and let us bow our head and feel the presence of God. Dear God, we thank you for the blessings that you have given to us. We thank you 100-fold for the love and care. May we go through your Holy Spirit and return to your good works. Add love to the word, subtract evil from our lives, multiply the good news of your Son, and divide your gifts and share them to others. Lord, give us wisdom so that we can understand the lesson for today and guide us, especially those who's in need. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Hi, good morning, class. Is there absent in this classroom? Who's the secretary? Hi, secretary, please check the attendance. Hi. Yesterday, we talked about the graphs that we can use in presenting data, right? So, do you still remember what are the kinds of it? And can you differentiate those? Okay. Okay. As you can see in this picture, it contains bars, so obviously, we can call it bar graphs. So when we can use the bar graphs? We use bar graphs to show numbers that are independent to each other. So, we can also use this to compare objects, right? So, the next picture shows a line graph. Okay. We use line graph to show how numbers have changed over time. We can use it if we want to track the changes over a period of time. And the last one, the most common, the pie chart. We use pie charts to show how a whole is divided into different parts. Okay. We commonly use this chart when we want to compare a data that is in a percentage. Okay, that is the lesson that we tackled yesterday. So, this boy in the picture, his name is Mipo. Mipo is here together with his assignment. He's having a hard time solving his math assignment. So, your task is to help Mipo to answer those questions. But you will be divided into 3 groups consisting of 9 members, because you're 27 in this room, right? Okay. Here is Mipo's assignment. You can now proceed to your group mates and listen carefully. This task will be recorded as your activity. Okay. Okay. Mipo's assignment contains 5 cups containing 5 marbles with different quantity of marbles inside it. So, the question are, if you are to move marbles among each cup so that each cup have the same quantity of marbles inside, what is the average number? The next one, we're going to arrange this cup from ascending to descending order, and you will find out what falls in the middle. And the last one, you're not pertaining to this picture anymore. Imagine this is the cup, and these numbers are the quantity of marbles inside the cup. So, what is the number of cup that appears often? I will give you 5 minutes each question. So, I'm expecting that after 15 minutes, you already accomplished the task. Okay? And after 15 minutes, please remind that you're going to present your answer on the board. Okay, 15 minutes is done. Are you finished answering the questions. Okay. Question number 1 says here that if we're going to arrange each marble so that each cup contains the same quantity of marbles, how many marbles it would be, or as simple as what is the average marbles or average number of marbles. So the answer number 1 is 8. If we put 8 marbles in each cup will has the same number of marbles. Question number 2, if we are going to arrange this cup, so we're going to arrange this cup from least to greatest. So if we arrange this, 6 will be the first cup, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So what cup falls in the middle? The answer here is 8. And the last one, as I said earlier, we're not pertaining to this picture anymore. So just be looking. The most frequent number is 6. Therefore, the answer is 6. Okay, good job. You guys already helped me po in his assignment without even realizing that Mipo's assignment is closely related to our topic for today, which is the measures of central tendency of ungrouped data. Okay, we have 3 measures of central tendency, or to easily remember, we have the 3 M's, which is the mean, median, and mode. So listen carefully. If you have a question, just feel free to ask and raise your hand, and I will discuss it thoroughly for you to understand it better. Okay, we will start with the first one, which is mean. Are you familiar with this word? Okay. What is mean? Mean is the numerical average of the data set. But how we can get the mean? How to solve this? Okay. The first step, we need to add all the data and divide it by the number of items. So let's have some example. This number, we call it data. This set of data is the score of Tony in his math test. So we can see 97, 84, 88, 100, 95, and so on. So the first step, according to the last slide, we need to add all the data. So the sum of all this data is 783. Okay. And we can now move on to the next step, which is we're going to divide the sum by the numbers of values. Okay. We got 783, the total score of Tony in his math quiz, or math test rather, and divided it by the number of values, which is 9. So 783 divided by 89, we've got 87. Therefore, our mean is 87. As easy as that. So, any questions? Okay, no questions. Therefore, we can move on to the next M, which is the median. So, what is median? Median is the number that is in the middle part of a set of data. So, from the word median, mid, which means middle, right? So, the first step, we're going to arrange the numbers in the set in order from least to greatest. Unlike the mean, in median, we need to arrange it from least to greatest. Always remember this first step. And the second step, we're going to find the number that falls in the middle. So, here is the example. As you can see, all these data is already arranged from least to greatest. So, we can now find out what falls in the middle. We have here 9 data, so the fifth data is the middle. them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, the median is 88. Okay. What do you observe in the data? Okay. Half the numbers are less than the median, and the left side are greater than the median. Okay. We can easily find out what the median is by simply arranging from least to greatest. But what if we have the two data that is in the middle? So how do we find the median when two numbers are in the middle? Okay, we have here steps on how to calculate. The first one, we need to add the two numbers that falls in the middle. And the next step, we need to divide it by 2. Okay? For example, the data that falls in the middle are 88 and 95. We need to get the sum of those two data, which is 88 plus 95 is equal to 183, and divided it by 2, which is 91.5. Therefore, the median is 91.5. Okay, clear? And we can now move on to the last M of the measures of central tendency, which is the mode. What is mode? So, the mode of a set of data is the number that occurs most often. A set of data can have two mode, or we can call bimodal, three mode, trimodal, and more than three mode, multimodal. And yes, we can have a data that will be no mode. So, I'll give you a keyword in this central tendency. Just look at the first two letters, which is the M and O. M, the most, and O, often, for you to easily remember the mode. And it will give you a hint, right? So, let us have another example in this measures of central tendency. Okay, another data. Okay, it says here that the first step is we need to find out that the number that appears more or most frequently. Among the three measures of central tendency, this one, the mode, is the most easy because we can easily find out or can easily answer it just by looking without even trying to add and divide it by the number of data like the mean. So, in this, we can see that the value 97 appears twice. Therefore, 97 is the mode. Okay, let's find out what's the mode in these three sets of data. We have the set A, B, and C. The questions are, which data has one mode, more than one mode, and has no mode? Okay, which data has one mode? The A, let's see if A has one mode. Okay, A, number 16 appears twice, no other than 16, so the answer here is A. The set A has one mode. Okay, which data has more than one mode? Okay, let's see. Here, 16 and 9. Therefore, the mode in set B are the numbers 9 and 16. Therefore, B, the set B is the answer in this question. And last, obviously, set C has no mode. There is no number that appears more frequent. They only appear once. Okay? Let's have some example. We need to find the mean, median, and mode of the following data. We have three sets of data here. So each number, we need to find out these three, the central of the measures of central tendency. Okay. The mean in the first set of data is 2.87. We got 2.87 by adding all the data and dividing it by the number of values of the data. The median, first we will arrange all those data from these two greatest and find out who falls in the middle. And the mode in number 1 is 3.1. As you can see, 3.1 appears twice. Number 2, the median is 88.5 because it contains an even. So we need to add the two data that falls in the middle and divided it by 2. Okay? Therefore, we got 88.5. The number 3, the median is 1.8. Okay? And the mode in number 1 is 3.1. Number 2 is 88 and 87 because it appears twice. And the third set of data, it has no mode because each data appears only once. Okay? Is there any question in the 3 measures of central tendency? Okay. We have the mean, which is the average. Next one is the median, from the word median, which means mid or middle. The last one, the mode, it is the most often. It is the number of data that appears twice or more. Measures of central tendency or location attempt to quantify what we mean when we think of as a typical or average. Honestly, we use these 3 kinds of measurement in a central tendency without even realizing it. For example, we use these 3 in research, in assessment, measurement, also in statistics. So it is very crucial to learn these 3 or 3 M's. Alright, that's end of our lesson. So please prepare one whole sheet of paper and we'll be having an activity. Hi. So you see, it is a problem. So Chin consumes these data in grams of bread respectively in a week. So you need to find out what is the mean, median, and mode of the grams of bread that Chin consumes in a week. The next one, here is the problem. 5 teachers compared how many students were absent in their class. So we need to find out the 3 measures of central tendency, which is the mean, median, and mode. The mean of the average number of absent students that each teacher had. The next one is the median of the number of students and the mode. Hi. I will give you 20 minutes to answer this question and we'll answer it on the board. Hi, are you done answering this activity? Okay, if you're done, let's start answering each problem. With the problem number 1, first step, the mean, we need to add all the data and divide it by the number of value. We've got 18 and divided it by 9. Therefore, the mean is 2. To find the median, we need to arrange it from least to greatest and find out what data falls in the middle. So, the median is 2.1 and the last we need to find the mode. So as you can see, 2.4 appears thrice, therefore the mode is 2.4. In problem number 2, just add all the datas, 4 plus 4 plus 8 plus 8 and 9, and divided it by 5. If we sum all of this data, we've got 33 and divided it by 5. So, the mean is 6.6. And the median, we already arranged it. The number that falls in the middle is the number 8. Therefore, the median in the set of data is 8. And last, the mode, the most frequent. We have two modes. So you can see number 4 and 8 appears twice. Therefore, numbers 4 and 8 are the mode. Okay. Hey, let us have some assignment. Read this assignment while I'm recording your score in our previous activity. Hi. Take note that I already sent it into our Google Classroom, and it will be submitted tomorrow at exactly 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. rather. So your assignment is, what is the significance of central tendency in your daily life? You will answer it in an essay form, minimum of 5 sentences. Okay? We already tackled the measures of central tendency, and thank you for listening. Okay? I see you tomorrow, and I will release the score in your assignment. Okay? God bless and keep safe, everyone. See you again. Thank you.